Woodstock, 10 years later, and Graham Nash.
The bass player, Greg Reeves, and myself were taking our first helicopter ride ever. We were being flown in, and we were about 20 feet from landing when the back rotor went out, which means that the rest of the helicopter spins in opposition to the rotor blades. And the pilot flipped a little, you know, and he had to slam it down into the ground, and that was the first thing. And then we found that when we got out of the helicopter, we'd only landed, you know, several feet from some high power lines. So it was a hell of an introduction. But flying over so many people, you know, was an incredible experience.
Thank you. We'd like to do a medley of our hit. You all right, lad?
Yeah, roughly.
It's late at night. You've really been fantastic waiting for all these people. Wow. Looking at the world through the sunset in your eyes. Traveling the train through clear Moroccan skies. Ducks and pigs and chickens call. Animal carpet wall to wall. American ladies 5 foot tall and blue. Sweeping cobwebs from the edges of my mind. Had to get away to seek what we could find. Hope the days that lie ahead bring us back to where they've led. Listen not to what's been said to you. But you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express. But you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express. They're taking me to Marrakesh. All on board the train. All on board the train. All my money just to take you there. I smell the garden in your hair. Take the train from Casablanca going south. Blowing smoke rings from the corners of my mouth. Colored cottons hang in the air. Charming cobras in the square. Strange lovers we can wear at home. You know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express. You know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express. They're taking me to Marrakesh. All on board the train. All on board the train. All on board.
We'd only played, in fact, one show before Woodstock, which was at the Chicago Auditorium. So we were nervous, you know, and we knew that lots of people, because the record had been out and been #1 record and caused quite a stir, and we knew that most of the people that were participating in Woodstock would be checking us out and finding out, you know, what the hell we were about. So we were pretty nervous, I must admit.
Thank you. We needed that.
This is our second gig.
This is the second time we've ever played in front of people, man. We're scared shitless.
At me, I will understand, 'cause that is something everybody everywhere is in the same language.
I can see by your coat, my friend, from the other side. There's just one thing I got to know. Can you tell me, please, who won the war?
Say, can I have some of your purple berry? shoreline. Let us be very free. Our exercise, we watch you die. All you can do is echo your name with stride. Still is all what feelings die. We are leaving. You don't need take a sister, then mother, lead her away from this foreign land. Far away, we might laugh again. Not leaving, you don't need It's a fair wind, blowing warm out of the south on my shoulder. Guess I'll set a course and go.
During the taping for this program, Graham said he felt the group performed reliably. I love a modest guy.
It's hard to sing perfect three-part harmony in such strange conditions. But we managed to do really well. We managed to turn a lot of people on, and have a good time. And somehow ended up being, one of the main memories of Woodstock, in terms of the musical acts as well as the Hendrix, Star Spangled Banner, and Sly and Grace. I would say that Woodstock definitely gave CSN a shot in the arm as being recognized as a major American band.
Filmmaker Michael Wadley recognized it too.
Crosby, Stills and Nash were great, and we used several numbers from them. Maybe they, more than anyone, at least at the time, sort of epitomized Woodstock. For one thing, I don't think you can beat those great singing voices. I mean, for pure vocal quality, those guys harmonized beautifully, and their music was so much keeping of what the late 60s were all about. And they were a brand new group also.
I think that the music that we played, most of it was acoustic, and we did do some electric at the end. I really can't pinpoint why it was that CSN became, a certain focus of that whole thing. I don't know why us. I think it may have been because the Woodstock feeling was so fresh and new, and our music was so fresh and new, and the band was fresh and new, And as most things, you'd always go for something fresh and new, as opposed to the old thing, whatever that is. And we did become a focus point of that thing, and I'm really at a loss to explain exactly why.
Helplessly hoping her harlequin hovers nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries, did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cause. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. They are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other.
Acoustic music has a calming effect, and at Woodstock there was a good balance between acoustic and electric. It was part of the musical feast that built all weekend. Coming up in later segments, our own balance of The Who, Melanie, Alvin Lee and 10 Years After, and an unannounced performer named John B. Sebastian on Woodstock 10 years later.